morning students, myself Anup Kumar and it is my fourth video of this chapter 10 profit and loss and first video of this week. And students, in previous class I have already discussed that what is profit, what is loss, what is SP, it means selling price, and what is CP, it means cost price. And we have already discussed some formula based on profit and loss. Okay students, and in previous class we have discussed some word problems also based on profit and loss. Now students, today I am going to discuss about some more word problems based on profit and loss. It means to explain word problem which is based on miscellaneous topic. Okay students, so let's start the class now. Here is the first question here. Here you can see if the selling price of a carom board is equal to 3 by 4 of its cost price, then we have to find the loss percent. Clearly it is comparing, the selling price is comparing to the cost price. So in that case we have to assume cost price. Okay, we will assume cost price. So if you will assume cost price as X, okay, then what will be the selling price? It is clearly mentioned selling price of a carom board is equal to 3 by 4 of its cost price. It means we will multiply 3 by 4 with X, then what it will be? It will be 3X by 4. That will be the SP. X will be the CP and 3X by 4 will be the SP. Here you can see students that at first we will assume the cost price of carom board is rupees X, then the selling price will be what? 3X by 4. Okay, understood? So now you can see that CP and SP we have written in the terms of variable X. Now we will find gain. We know the formula that gain is equal to what? Loss is equal to CP minus SP. Here it is the loss, not the gain. Okay, now put the value. So it will be X minus 3X by 4. So here you can see student that downside there is no value, so we will write 1. Now LCM of 1 and 4 will be what? 4. Now 1 4 and 4 into X will be 4X. Okay, then minus 4 1 1 into 3X will be what? 3X. Okay, so after subtracting, what we will get? We will get X by 4 and that will be the loss. Okay, here we can write like this, X by 4 will be the loss. Now we get the loss. Now what we have to find? Loss percent. So we can apply now loss percent formula, because we know the formula that loss percent equals to what? Loss by CP into 100. Loss we have just calculated, CP we have assumed. So let's find. Let's apply the formula. Loss percent is equal to loss by CP into 100%. So put the value X by 4 by X into 100. Okay, now here you can see that 4 is in denominator, so it will multiply with the last denominator X. It means we can write it like X upside, that 4 will come with X, it will be 4 into X. Okay, and 100 at the same place. Okay, percent. So X and X will cancel. 4 1 ja 4 and 4 25 ja 100. It means what the value will be? 25% will be the loss percent. Like this we can say that it will be the 25% will be the loss. Okay, now students, let's move to the next question. Okay, now students, here is the question number 2. Now the question says that Mukesh sold a watch to Arun at a gain of 10%, and again Arun had to sell it to Alok at a loss of 4%. If Alok paid rupees 1056 for it, it means we have to find that how much did Mukesh pay for the watch. Okay, it means that we have to find the CP of watch for Mukesh. Okay students, so it is continuous selling. So let's see how to find it. At first we will assume, what we have to assume, that Mukesh pay for the watch. That will we will assume. So here we can say here that let CP of watch for Mukesh. Okay, Mukesh bought this watch in rupees X, we will assume. Okay, clearly. Now let's find the SP of watch for Mukesh. Okay, and Mukesh sold this watch to Arun at a gain of 10%. So at first, case 1, if gain is 10%, 10% gain for Mukesh now. So let's find. At first, we will find SP of watch for Mukesh. Directly we can apply the SP formula. 100 plus gain percent by 100 into CP. Here CP we will put X. Gain percent already given 10%. Okay. So 100 plus 10 by 100 into X. It will be what? If you will solve it, it will be 100 plus 10 will be 110 by 100 and here into X like this. Now 1010 will cancel. Now 11 and 10 is not reducible. So we can say 11 into X. 11X by 10 will be the SP of watch for Mukesh. Okay. Now students, listen carefully. Here it means Mukesh sold this watch in rupees 11X by 10. So if Mukesh sold this watch, it means Arun has bought this watch. Clearly. So we can say that since SP of watch for Mukesh will be equal to the CP of watch for Arun, will be the same rupees 11X by 10. Now again repeat the same process. Now in case 2, if loss is 4%, because Arun sold it to Alok at a loss of 4%. Okay dear. So again the same formula we will apply, but here we have to write minus loss percent. But because in first case it is gaining and in second case it is losing. So let's put the value loss percent given 4% and CP we will write what? We will write CP of watch for Arun. So CP of watch for Arun is given SP of watch for Mukesh. It means same 11X by 10, not X we will put here. So let's put the value 100 minus 4 by 100 into 11X by 10. Now if you will solve it, then 100 minus 4 will be what? 96 by 100 and into 11X by 10. Let's solve it. Now 9600, yes, it is divisible now. We can divide it by 4, then it will be 4 2 ja 8 and 4 4 ja 16, 24, and here 4 25 ja. Okay. Now 2 5 ja 10 and 2 12 ja 24. Now if you will multiply 12 into 11, we will get what? 132 X by 25 5 ja 125. It means 132X by 125 will be the SP of watch for Arun. Okay. Rupees 132X by 125 will be the SP of watch for Arun. Okay. Understood? Now, same as if Arun has sold this watch to Alok and Alok already paid this, it means the CP of watch for Alok will be 1056. It means both will be equal now. Let's see in another slide here. So here you can see that SP of watch for Arun is equal to CP of watch for Alok. So SP of watch for Arun, we will add 132X by 125, and since Alok has already paid it, it means in 1056. Now we have to find the value of X. So we will take 125 to that side, then it will go in numerator and 132 will go in denominator. Okay. Let's do it. Okay. Now we have to cut it. Now, if you will see, yes, 1056 and 132. Both are divisible by 11. Let's cut it. 11 1 ja 11. Not 11, 12. Yes, it is divisible by 12. So 12 11 ja 132. And here 12 8 ja 96. Then 4 and 5 9 6. Again 11 8 ja 12 8 ja 96. 11 1 ja 11 and 11 8 ja 88. It means 8 into 125 is equal to 1000. So we can say that X will be 1000 and X we have assumed that Mukesh has paid this watch for rupees 1000. So we can say like this, Mukesh has paid rupees 1000 for the watch. Okay. So this is the successive selling deal. Okay. So we can solve it step by step. Now let's move to the next question here. Now this question is that Ahmad buys a plot of land for rupees 4,80,000. Okay, this plot, it means we can say a total plot is purchased by Ahmad in rupees 4,80,000, but he sells only 2 by 5 of it and at a loss of 6%. So at first we will find that SP of, at first CP of 2 by 5 parts and then SP of 2 by 5 parts, and we will find the loss on it. Okay, let's see. Given at first CP of land 4,80,000 total whole land. Now case 1. In case 1 we will find CP of 2 by 5 part. 4,80,000 is the total CP. So what will be the 2 by 5th part of it? Okay, 5 1 ja 5. Now 5 9 ja 45, 3 0 5 6 ja 30 and 3 more 0. And 96 2 ja what it will be? 6 2 ja 12, 2 carry 1, 9 2 ja 18, 1 9, 10. It means 1,92,000 will be the CP of 2 by 5th part. Okay, then let's find the SP of 2 by 5th part. Okay, now we can directly apply the formula of SP, 100 minus loss percent by 100 into CP, because after selling 2 by 5 part of it, Ahmad loses by 6%. Let's put the value. 100 loss percent 6, here 192,000. If you will cut it, then what? 2020 will cancel clearly. 100 minus 6 will be what? 94 and into 1920. Okay, let's multiply this. Then after multiply, what we will get? We will get rupees 1,80,400. That will be the SP of land, SP of 2 by 5th part of land. Clearly? Now, but now let's move to the next line. It is saying that at what gain percent should he sell the remaining part? Remaining part means what? 3 by 5th part, 2 by 5th part he had already sold. So he want to sell the rest part to gain 10% on the whole. That is he want to sell 3 by 5 part, 3 by 5th part in that gain percent, so that he will get 10% gain on the whole. So for this, at first, since this 10% he want to achieve on the whole, so let's find at first what will be the SP if he will gain 10% on the whole. Okay, now so to gain 10% on the whole transaction, SP of whole land will equal to what? 100 plus gain percent by 100 into CP. Here gain percent we will put 10% and here CP we will put total CP. It means 4,80,000. Let's put the value here. Now 2020 again cancel. 100 plus 10, 110 into 4,800. Now we will multiply it. Then what we will get? We will get rupees 5,28,000. It means if he sold the remaining part in a certain gain percent, okay, and if he want to sell the whole land by 10% gain, then he has to sell the total land in rupees 5,28,000. But here you can see that 2 by 5th part he has already sold it. So at first we will subtract the to get SP of 3 by 5th part. We can say if we will subtract SP of whole land minus SP of 2 by 5th part, then we will get the SP of 3 by 5th part. After subtracting, we will get 3,47,520. It means if he want to gain 10% on the whole transaction, he has to sell the 3 by 5th part in rupees 3,47,520. But we need gain percent. Okay, so let's put the value by using the formula. It means in case 3 CP of 3 by 5th part, what it will be? It will be, if you will cut it, 5 1 ja 5, 5 9 ja 45, 5 6 ja 30, 96,000 into 3 will be what? It will be 2,88,000. CP of 3 by 5th part. Now let's find the gain. Gain will be what? SP of 3 by 5th part minus CP of 3 by 5th part. Okay. We will put SP what? Just we have found in previous slides. It means 3,47,520 and CP here it is. Put the value. Now subtract it. We will get 59,520. It means it will be the gain on 3 by 5th part. Now let's put the value in gain percent formula. So gain percent will be gain by 100, gain by CP of 3 by 5th part into 100%. Gain is what? This one 59,520. CP of 3 by 5th part. This one 2,88,000. Now let's solve it. 1 0 1 0 will cancel. Okay. Here 2 more 0 will cancel to these 2 more 0. Now 288 and 5952. We can say both are divisible by 2 at first. 144. And here it will cut 2 2 ja 4, 2 9 ja 18, 2 7 ja 14 and 2 6 ja 12. Again both are divisible by 12. 12 12 ja 144. 12 2 ja 24, 5 7. Then 12 4 ja 48, 9 6 12 8 ja 96. Again is it divisible by 12? No. Divisible by 6? Yes. 6 2 ja 12. No, it is not divisible by 6. 4. 4 3 ja 12 and 4 6 ja 24, 4 2 ja 8. It means 62 by 3%. We can say 62 by 3%. We can change it into mixed fraction also. So it will be 22 by 3% will be the gain percent. Okay. I hope that you all have understood, students. Okay. Now, so students, you have to do some assignment work at your home. So in RSR Val book, you have to do exercise 10A, question number 25 to 30. Okay. Thank you, dear.